going to call this meeting of the Southampton Village Planning Board to order. It's the regular meeting, Monday, October 7th. May I have a motion to open the meeting?
I'll make the motion to open.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
First item on the agenda is a tennis court, Meadowcore LLC. Kathy, have you got some issues with this application that you wanted to bring?
I reviewed the plans. I had our ecologist review the landscaping. It looks great. There's just one species that's considered invasive on Long Island, and we would ask that that be replaced. But if you look at the landscape plan, it's very, well, it's really dense. Thank you. And told you could just get rid of those 27 shrubs, but I think replacing them with something else would be a better idea. Somebody here for that application?
Yep.
It's the Vitex Agnes Astus.
Okay. Yeah, we can
Chase
sort
tree.
that out. That's not.
Sarah from my office, she participates in I'm not sure. Yeah.
We use that a lot.
Okay. I'm not sure. So, if you have questions, you can come to my office. And, so it's that species and,
It's not a problem. We can easily sub it out with
Yeah,
something else. It's
yeah,
not critical.
yeah. No, it wasn't one of the buffering vegetation. It was just kind of filling in for some variety, I think.
Okay.
But otherwise, I'll go look at the drainage and,
Review the drainage, I don't have any problems with it, and I recommend it be accepted.
yeah, so,
So in view of the fact that you folks are okay, and that you've agreed to make the suggested change, can we do the thing that we do where we approve it pending the presentation of the revised plan?
yeah, I think that would be fine. And you only have to submit that one sheet again.
Okay.
Went and just put a revision date on that one sheet. And I don't think it shows up on both landscaping sheets, just the first one. Yep. So, and if you want to email that to me, that's fine too. Okay. I don't have my card with me.
You have a card there?
No, I'll just write it down for you then.
Okay.
But I would go forward with a resolution to approve.
So we need a contingent, a resolution contingent upon the applicant making the suggested changes that we would approve this, right, Steve?
Or make a motion to approve pending the revised plan and a resolution by Bo.
Yeah.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay.
Is that noisy?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe if you turned it in or...
Now it
I don't
goes
know what it's-
away.
Yeah, well, maybe leave it
It
in.
comes and goes. I'm not
Maybe if
chasing
you hold it,
by.
Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bothers me too,
yeah, sure.
but that's not much comfort.
Is this being broadcast to you?
It's transmitting, yeah.
Oh,
That's
Why
not
don't I
good
just turn it on when it's important?
I'll let you know.
That was the meeting.
Maybe leave it like that. Just leave, no, I just turned it sideways. I just left it like that. Maybe that'll do it.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is the Cheryl and FHW application. This is the public hearing for that application. Does anybody in the public wish to make a comment? Mr. Flanagan, you can turn it off now, Warren.
Nothing to say anyway.
Yes, we're on, yes.
I have an affidavit of posting and an affidavit of
Well,
mailing. which I'll hand up.
that's no problem. The only problem was that there is going to be an open meeting.
That's this meeting, right?
This is
There
it.
will be.
This is it, this is the open meeting. This is the public meeting.
This is it.
It's been
Oh,
posted.
Congratulations.
This is the open meeting.
And the attendance is humongous.
I can do a song and dance. If you want. That's- For the applicant Gilbert G. Flanagan, 21 South Main Street, Southampton. We discussed this matter at the work session. It's a fairly straightforward lot line modification, taking some property from the Wyman property, adding it to the Sherrill property to enable existing landscaping that's been there for 50 or so years to stay the way it is. One thing I will give you for the file, which wasn't immediately apparent on the maps I submitted, is the demonstration that the lot width on the lot that we're taking the property from conforms. And when you go to the front yard setback, it's more than 200 feet, which is required by the code. Another thing I want to mention, which is actually a benefit from a zoning standpoint, is that on the Sherrill property, there currently is a pre-existing non-conforming shed that's almost on the line, and when we do the land transfer, that will then conform. So it seems to win, it's a winner all the way around. But I do have these maps, and I'll give you, how many copies of that? 10, I guess. And that's about it. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, there was a question, one other thing, there was a question raised about the fence there's a fence that meanders from the Wyman property into this property, and we have a conditional contract to purchase this piece, and that's specifically addressed in the contract, and I have if you want, I have the relevant page of the contract, which I can give you, which shows it.
Okay.
For you?
Yeah, this is you.
And basically, this says it can remain, although if we want, as purchaser, we can relocate it to the property line. So it's covered. It's expressly covered by an agreement. So that's it. Nothing else. I'll sit down and shut up.
Thank you.
This subdivision of Mr. Ryman's property, I think I mentioned it before, was made 4 or 5 years ago.
Was.
And Mr. Wyman was sitting in the audience with his wife. And he asked that we accelerate the subdivision. And it was kind of somewhat complicated. But the chairman of the board at that time, because Mr. Wyman wanted to settle his estate, said in a hurry, asked me how old I was, and I announced and told him I was 88, and that was the end of Mr. Wyman's argument. That was a long time ago.
I remember that meeting.
That subdivision was done drilling that lot line through her backyard. Oh, it needed adjustment, and since both parties are friendly, it was really necessary to straighten out the lines.
That's it in a nutshell. That's exactly
That's
it.
it.
That's it.
Any further comment from the public? May I have a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make the motion to close the public hearing.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
So this matter is closed for decision.
Excellent.
Next item on the agenda, what would that be, Kathy? Susan Lillywhite,
Yes.
68 Job's Lane.
Hi, Mark Nadoff, 61 Station Road, West Hampton.
Just by the microphone, that'd be great, thanks.
Hi, Mark Nadoff, 61 Station Road, West Hampton.
Is this Susan Lillywhite?
Yes.
Yes, this is the Lillywhite store. What she's looking to do is, right now, there's actually two parts to the store, the original store and then a concrete building that was attached to it back in the 70s. What she would like to do is be able to rent that to two tenants instead of just one. She's proposing to put a new handicap bathroom for the store, for the front unit, and taking the existing bathroom in the back and increasing the size to accommodate handicap. And then the block wall to go over it with cedar shingles so that it matches the rest of the building. There was a issue or a question, I should say, that the septic system looked like, because she owns both properties, it was assumed that the property next door was what the septic system was hooked up into. After conferring with Susan Lillywhite, no, it's actually in the back. The surveyor located it. I have it located on the survey for you. And that's what she's looking to do.
So we just need to get an accurate site plan sketch, more accurate than the last one.
Right, and I have that with me. Okay, should I hand it to you, or?
Have you presented it to the building department? We can log it in here?
No, I didn't.
She can,
So if you can give it to,
Okay.
you got,
I'm gonna give you 10 copies.
do you have an application?
and I had thought there was some issue perhaps with the architectural review board with the bay windows.
Yes, proposing to put 2 bay windows in that 10-foot alley that goes to the back parking lot, as well as a doorway into that back unit.
Has that been resolved?
No, not yet.
It's on for day after tomorrow.
It would be nice.
Actually, it's
Side here.
it's,
Put the windows on the side.
already
Yeah.
distributed.
Okay.
But it's on the agenda, but it's closed, so I guess I did something at the work session.
Is on the zoning board?
It's on for October 9th for ARB. It's on, it says closed for written decision on the agenda.
There's this.
Kathy and Aldit, does this provide what you guys need in terms of information for drainage and photometrics and all that kind of stuff, or does it need to be more
Still not clear
detailed?
what happens to the stormwater drainage from the roof of this building. And secondly, the sanitary system, has this been submitted to the health department for
No.
approval?
We're not increasing any occupancy.
So you're trying to grandfather the system in?
Yes.
Are you scheduled for a hearing with them or what?
With the health department, no.
Have you made any applications to them?
No.
Well, I think you should, and get some feedback from them. And I'd like to know what's going to happen to the stormwater drainage, at least the amount of water that's been captured on the roof. This is a flat roof.
Yes, it's a flat roof.
Water goes away.
I don't know. But I will find out.
We need to find out. I see some rings here that I'm not sure what they're for. They're for the stormwater or not.
He's already used people in Southampton that supported her.
Those are the two issues.
Yeah.
And is there proposed lighting, new lighting?
No, there's no proposed new lighting.
Okay.
Well, just the light fixtures over the door on the side.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, the light fixtures outside of the doors, are as shown on the drawing.
Do you have the details for those? Can you get the details for those? I don't know that we need to do a photometric plan for it,
Wouldn't that be
Alley?
ARB? Oh, I see, yeah.
but just from a, just the type of fixture.
Yeah, it's in an alley, right?
Yes.
So,
Yeah, so, but as far as whether, they're dark skies design, that, I'm not gonna take out.
Right.
It's not efficient anyway. Mostly it's filmed.
Does anybody else have any other questions?
No, we're good.
Good?
Bill?
So if you could provide the additional information to
Right.
Warren and Kathy, I mean, to Aldo and Kathy, could we then schedule that for
For the
public
next work-
hearing? Work session will go over it, and at the next regular meeting, we could start the public hearing.
November.
Very good. Thank you.
So you want to schedule it for a public hearing?
Mm-hmm.
November?
November, okay.
Yeah, what is it?
You have to do a resolution. You want to wait until Antoinette comes back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she'll be right
We
back.
we can do it, or we can do it at the work
Contact.
session, right?
Well, he's gonna have to post.
Oh, he has to post it, so, okay.
The health department, you're asking to get a letter stating that
But as far as they're concerned, you're okay.
that as far as we're concerned, we're okay. Okay.
Your argument is that this is pre-existing, that there's no change in density.
Right,
But there is now 2 stores where there was 1.
right.
They may look at it differently.
I see.
And if they do, they may ask you for additional
Right.
sanitary systems. And if that's required, then the question is where you're going to put it.
Right. Very good.
Is the date
Okay, so
November
we will
4th?
adjourn this to the work session?
Yeah, we could
Just a motion to adjourn.
make a motion to adjourn, would it be for all purposes, or to schedule a public hearing? So I'll make a motion to adjourn for the November 4th session for a public hearing.
And I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The meeting's gonna be at 5:30,
Oh, right.
okay, not 6 o'clock. We're gonna change.
Thank you.
What's that date, November?
November 4th.
Last item on the agenda would be Beechwood Benedict. At the work session, an application was made to revise the plan, and a resolution has been adopted by council.
This is, did you get this from Bo?
I got it from Kathy.
Okay.
Yeah, I forwarded it on from the applicant's attorney, so.
This is, I mean, I'm okay with it,
Mhm.
but I just want to make it clear this came from the applicant's attorney,
Not from Bo.
not from Bo, because they gave it a Bo.
Right.
He was supposed to get back, and I guess he left. I was okay with it at the work session.
Has everybody read the proposed resolution?
No, I haven't.
No.
Steve, one thing I would add is just the date of, the name and dates of the revised plans.
I think we have that on the new one.
Right.
I mean, my feeling was, we had a public hearing that had no opposition in the first place, and now
Right.
this is less density and more parking, and to me, it's just it's a better scenario overall, so.
So I would ask for a motion to approve this resolution.
I think approve the resolution as adopted by Bo, which he's got a copy of it. He can write his resolution up, but technically, it's basically what he's gonna write, so.
Right.
I'll make a motion to accept this resolution as written, as approved by Bo.
Okay, I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
So that concludes the
Meetings will be at 5:30 from now on. Got that?
That could be a record.
formal part of this meeting. We are going to at our own personal convenience, change the time of future planning board meetings. to 5:30 instead of 6, so that the formal meetings will be at the same time as the work sessions. I'd like to get a motion to make that change in our schedule.
I will make a motion to change all future work session and public hearings to 5:30.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So the next meeting will be on November 4th at 5:30. The next work session will be October 28th at 5:30. We do have some minutes to approve from the September 30th
I'm gonna get it
work
because
session. And I thought we had a few left over from the work session that we didn't approve
Yeah, this
last.
is actually wrong. The September 30th are not ready yet.
Right.
So that shouldn't be on there. Sorry about that.
We could do that at the work session.
Can I have
I
your
have
top
to
sheet
pull it
to
up.
go in the
Right.
folder?
The
Thank
last
you.
two weren't approved,
Yellow.
so that would be,
Steve wrote that.
Trustee's gonna change the calendar.
Has something to do with
be
this.
September
They
3rd
publish,
and
you know.
Yeah.
August 26th.
September 3rd and August 26th minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes of October 28th and November 4th? Oh, September 23rd and August 26th, I'm okay.
September 3rd.
Oh, okay, September 3rd.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So that concludes all the business before
Mine's
the
like my
board.
hearing aid, it's an echo.
It's like, who's on first?
Can I have a motion
Jesus,
to
this is the
close
best
the meeting?
yet.
I'll make a motion to close the meeting.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.